Our brains are always working, even when we sleep. Studies on sleep show that while we are sleeping, our brain continues to work on problems that confused us during the day. We also know that sometimes the right answer to a problem might come to us more easily after 8 hours of sleep. Creativity and problem solving seem to be directly linked to getting enough sleep. In one study, two groups of college students were given a simple mathematics test. One group had 8 hours of sleep, and the other group had 7 hours of sleep or less. The students who had 8 hours of sleep were 3 times more likely than the sleep deprived students to figure out the correct answer in the math test. The result of the study support research on the brain that indicates what happens to our memories during sleep. We think that our memories are recognized and restructured during sleep before they are put into long-term storage in our brains. Our memories start in one area in the brain and are later pushed out onto another part of the brain where they can join up with other memories. This process, this transfer and restructuring of memories happens while we sleep. It seems to help our creativity in a way that makes it easier to solve a mathematical problem. The changes that improve our problem-solving ability happen during slow wave or deep sleep, which usually occurs in the first 4 hours of the sleep cycle. This study has important results for students and workers who are overtired. It should remind us that sleep is often the best medicine. Too many people don't get enough sleep, and this contributes to accidents, health problems, and for students, lower test scores. We've learned a lot about the effect of our influences on the physical characteristics of both animals and humans. One thing we know is that almost any kind of situation, either positive or negative, any stimulation of the young shortly after birth will affect their rate of growth as well as their resistance to stress. Daily handling, such as touching, hugging, and massaging, can promote healthy growth and boost the immune system. Exposure to cold, on the other hand, can have negative effects and leave the young animal more vulnerable to disease. Another thing we know is that malnutrition early in life can have lifelong consequences. If the food intake of the young is limited, this will increase the rate of growth and body size of the diet of the adult. Animal studies show some interesting results. For example, deer born during a period of food scarcity or in a crowded population will remain relatively small size even if their adult diet is adequate or the density of population decreases. The effect of poor nutrition on deer can also extend to the following generation, as the offspring of small deer will also be small. The eating habits acquired early in life tend to last throughout life, affecting eating behaviors. For example, rats that are used to eating a low-protein diet will continue eating it by choice even if a more protein-rich diet is available to them later. With humans, a low-protein intake or almost intake or almost any other form of nutritional deficiency during early childhood will result in slowing of growth, smaller body size, physical deformation, or a tendency to get sick, characteristics that can last a lifetime. Moreover, poor nutrition affects the mental development of children. Children who don't eat well don't learn well in school. They may have difficulty paying attention and may not be able to remember information. As a result, these children may develop negative attitude toward school. Several behavioral problems in school children have been linked to poor eating habits.